Laptop computers are highly portable and allow you to use your computer almost anywhere. Even before the pandemic, students use laptop computers since it will be much easier to transport it from home to school and back again. Even at this time of the pandemic, laptop computers take up less room on a desk or table and can be put away when not in use. The freedom that laptop computers offer is a convenient luxury. No matter where you are, a laptop allows you to bring your work with you. Just like when I decided to take financial management as my chosen field, laptop computers can help me do Excel, reports, presentations, and more. Even though I'm still not sure whether I will take tourism or financial management, and if you are also like me who is still undecided of which profession to take, we will still undeniably need and make use of laptop computers in any of the chosen fields of our careers. So, let us now discover and explore the physics behind laptop computers, such as its physical dimensions, the semiconductors, quantum mechanics, electromagnetism, and power consumption in relation to laptop computers. To start with, what are the physical dimensions of a laptop in relation to physics? Let me use the MacBook Air Retina 13-inch 2020 as our laptop model and serve as our basis to discuss the physical dimensions of a laptop. In physics, physical dimensions involve properties that can be quantified by a measurement of a material that can be its length, mass or weight, and other different physical properties. Just like how this laptop has a height of 0.16 to 0.63 inch, a width of 11.97 inches, and a depth of 8.36 inches. The next physical dimension of a laptop is the measurement of its mass, wherein in physics, it is a measurement of the amount of matter that an object contains. With this, our laptop model weighs 2.8 pounds. Laptop computers are much preferred by people because of their less weight compared to desktop computers, and it is also one factor that brings utmost convenience to its users. Next is, what are the semiconductors of a laptop computer in relation to physics? Semiconductors are the materials of crystalline solids that have electrical conductivity or resistance levels between those of a conductor and an insulator. They can be compounds such as pure elements like germanium or silicon, and silicon is considered the best semiconductor material, making it the most used semiconductors for computers and electronic components. In relation to this, as the temperature rises in a semiconductor, its conductivity increases due to the decrease in resistance in the material. Integrated circuits of a computer must be also constructed from a semiconductor material to perform the foundational logical computations in a computer, or the ability to behave as a transistor, which is an electronically controlled on or off switch. Furthermore, materials from which processors, memory, and other devices are also constructed as semiconductors, such as CPU, RAM, and memory of a laptop computer. The CPU or the central processing unit are made mostly of an element called silicon, which is a semiconductor that serves as a switch that makes a CPU work, while RAM or the random access memory, or simply the storage of a device, is the main memory of laptop computer. It stores each bit of data in a memory cell consisting of a tiny capacitor and a transistor, both typically based on a metal oxide semiconductor technology. Also, laptop computers uses magnetic storage, for it is a storage technique that uses patterns of charged particles on a metallic surface to store data. Lastly is the memory devices of a laptop that is produced by being coated with a magnetic material. Memory devices can be non-volatile or volatile, and here are its differences. Non-volatile memory devices retain stored data after the power is turned off. It is separated by a large barrier or extremely high resistance. It uses big capacitor, which usually take longer to charge, and it has low speed operation and poor endurance. While volatile memory works when the power is on, and the stored information will be erased when the power is off. It has small energy barrier or low resistance, and it generally uses small capacitors that take shorter periods of time to charge. Lastly, as long as electricity is supplied in volatile memory, its memory cells works really fast. Now, what is quantum mechanics in relation to a laptop computer? Quantum mechanics allowed us to manipulate the electrical properties of silicon, and so this forms the basis of an object's band structure, wherein semiconductor-based electronics are built. If quantum mechanics did not take place, transistors, computer chips, and other world electronics driven by computer chips will not have found their way to human life. In addition, the development of laptop quantum computers follows a different rule set that instead of using zeros and ones and the use of bits or bytes like how classical computers are, laptop quantum computers are only able to work with the use of quantum bits or qubits. And these qubits have the special property called superposition, which allows quantum computers to look at many different variables or represent a 1 or a 0 at the same time. With this, it also means that laptop quantum computers have the potential to process exponentially more data compared to classical computers, and will induce a paradigm shift both in the power of computing and in the conceptual frameworks we use to understand computation, intelligence, neuroscience, social interaction, and sensory perception. Moving on, what is electromagnetism in relation to laptop computers? Electromagnetism is used to induce electricity and an electric current through electromagnetic material, making it useful to perform many tasks. With this, data is stored in hard disk drives of laptop computers and uses disks called platters to store information. Therefore, modern technology mostly depends on electromagnets in storing data and information. Aside from storing data, when laptop computers or its speakers project sounds, it uses electromagnets. And as we all know, sound is a mechanical wave, and electromagnetic coils inside speakers respond to the electric current coming in, and these electromagnetic interactions affect the air in front of the speaker and create sound waves for us to hear. Another is, every time we store photos, music, or text documents on our laptop computers, we also use electromagnets. Now lastly, what is power consumption in relation to laptop computers? All electronics including laptop computers use energy called electrical power and is functioned with power supplies, which is also used for charging batteries of devices. With this, electrical power in these power supplies is a form of energy that results from the flow of charged particles. Moreover, the electrical power or energy per unit time supplied in order to operate something is then called the power consumption, and upon researching, the maximum power consumption of laptop computers is potentially lower because they feature smaller power supply that ranges only between 30 and 90 watts. Also, some laptop computers feature more energy-efficient graphic processing units that can reduce its power consumption. Summarize the physics behind a laptop computer, which are its physical dimension, the semiconductors, quantum mechanics, electromagnetism, and power consumption involved, does not only contribute greatly to the production and utilization of laptop computers, but also to our modern technologies. Here's the reference list of this informative video, and thank you for watching and being with me in this episode of Physics Behind a Laptop.